Hello and welcome to June's energy and astrology reading. It's my absolute pleasure to get to be here again this month to do this reading for you. Please understand I'm not an astrologist, but I am just learning the basics, so it will just be an overview for the month of June. There may be themes that feel very personal to you. There may be things that maybe aren't quite as relevant, and that will just depend on the placements of the planets within your own birth chart. Okay, my loves. So I'm then going to do a collective reading with the cards, asking our spirit guides to come through and give us any messages, general themes, general energies that we can expect for the rest of the month. So let's go over then, have a look. As I shuffle the cards, I'm going to give you that information for the month's planetary alignments and any themes that might be coming through or major events that might feel relevant to you. And then we'll get those messages coming through from spirit.
So while I shuffle the cards, let me give you the forecast for the June astrology. So the month of June is filled with awakening, healing, and preparation for new chapters. The first half of the month is influenced by Gemini energy, encouraging learning, communication, fresh ideas, and seeing life from a new perspective. And as the month progresses and the sun enters Cancer on the 21st of June, the focus then shifts towards our emotions, family, home, and inner healing. The month began under a waning moon, making it a powerful time for releasing what no longer serves you. Old emotional patterns, limiting beliefs, and unfinished chapters may surface for closure. And the last quarter moon in Pisces on the 8th of June brings strong spiritual and intuitive energy, encouraging you to surrender and trust divine timing. The new moon in Gemini on the 14th and 15th of June opens a fresh cycle of possibilities. New ideas, conversations, opportunities, and meaningful synchronicities may guide you towards your next step. Pay attention to the signs, messages, and intuitive nudges during this time. The beautiful summer solstice on the 21st of June marks a powerful turning point. As the light reaches its peak, clarity and illumination will arrive. What has been hidden may become visible, helping you understand your path more clearly. As the moon waxes towards fullness, momentum builds through the final weeks of the month. And by the full moon in Capricorn on the 29th of June, attention turns to long-term goals, purpose, and responsibility. This moon asks what you are truly committed to creating and what foundations need strengthening for your future. Adding to this reflective energy, Mercury stations retrograde on the 29th of June, encouraging a review of plans, communication, and future direction rather than just rushing ahead. Spiritually, June's message is simple: release the past, trust the signs, and consciously choose the future you wish to build. What you let go of now creates space for the next stage of your soul's journey. June is a bridge between what has and what is yet to come. A month to listen, reflect, heal, and prepare for new beginnings.
Okay, my loves. So straight away I can see a theme here where we have a letting go of the old and new ways or new opportunities coming through. So let's start with our cloud card here. Now here we have this duality. We have the black and the white clouds. We have this old energy moving away. We have the darkness that's heading away from us. So things that might have been heavy so far this year or over the last few weeks seems to be now it's being sent away. Okay, we've got this calm seas, which is showing us that things are definitely becoming more still. We've got more harmony coming into our lives. We've got the monkey here with an orange, and this is showing us vitality coming back, good health returning if you've had struggles with illnesses, coughs and colds, that sort of thing. We also have this dragon which is appearing before us, and those things can feel, when it's the unknown, they can feel like they're quite overwhelming, maybe quite frightening, but we're being shown we need to embrace this unknown energy, or energy that doesn't feel familiar. Start moving towards things that are new opportunities, new doors opening for you. In the background we have this horizon which is just beginning to show
It's not quite clear yet, but that's where we're heading towards. So move towards the unknown, move towards the opportunities that are coming to you. It may be that you need to take a little bit of a risk here, or it may feel risky to you, but actually the universe showing you here, this energy, spirit confirming and reassuring you, it is quite calm. Okay, the seas will be calm, and actually the tide is coming to meet you. So if it's like being met halfway, but you have to take some action towards the things that you desire, even if sometimes that means stepping towards something that feels maybe a bit risky. It might give you a bit of anxiety, but this is how we're going to get to our desires, our new horizon. Now we've got the thinking card, number 44. I don't know why it's relevant, but I just felt I needed to say the number. So for some of you, 44 might feel very relevant at the moment. And again, this is a time where we are in a pause. It's almost like you've been sat in the waiting room and you are already planning the future, but you haven't made any steps towards it yet. But you can see here, we've got the step up. There is movement. We need to move from the plateau that we find ourselves on at the moment into the bigger leagues. We're moving forward. We're moving into a period where we're going to be seen more. We're going to take on more leadership roles. We're going to be more confident. We're going to stand our ground and be seen. Now on the box here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there is a spiritual face just poking through on the box here. And that is showing me that spirit are confident. They are trying to show you the way. They know that you're ready for this next step. Okay, now you've already made small steps towards where you need to be, but you have been in a period where you've been a bit stuck, or things haven't been moving, or maybe it just feels like life had to be on hold for a while, but things are about to change. We're about to get momentum towards the things that we are desiring, and definitely the life that we're entitled to, that we've worked, that we've earned, which we are deserving of. Okay, so don't sit and think for too long. When you're seeing the signs, when you're getting the right gut feelings to go for it, that's your green light. Your green light to go when it feels like the right time. Try not to procrastinate too much. Sometimes we can sit in our thinking energy for too long, and that's when that movement needs to come in. Okay, we move to card 22, which is interesting that it follows the 44. Okay, so that lovely synchronicity showing us that things are progressing. Okay, we're jumping ahead. So it may be that there's been a time where things have been standing still. And again, she's sort of almost like she's in a shell, but she's in a period of waiting and being still. Things are almost feels like maybe things were passing you by. It may have felt like you were waiting. Why isn't anything happening? Why am I not progressing? But this has been a divine pause. The universe needed you to stand still for a period. Maybe there's healing involved with the purple of the card, but there are these blessings now coming in, and you are going to have to start taking that first step, that little leap of faith towards it. Now, in this card, I believe she is a mermaid. She has her tail curled round, so she almost looks like she's in a snail shell, or like a conch shell. But if we look at the card, the previous card, where we have the lady sitting with her wings, they're not quite ready to rise. It wouldn't really carry her any distance. And suddenly those wings are unfurled and she's ready to soar. She's not quite there yet. She is still waiting, but she's seeing now. Head is up. She's starting to look at the future, planning her first step. Which way am I going to go? What do I desire? And one of the biggest things there is to see what you already have and what you've already achieved. Feel the blessings. Feel those things that you earned. Even if it was hard, sometimes the hardest work that we do and the hardest lessons are the thing that help be a catalyst to move us forwards. But again, we have this wish fulfillment here. We've got the stars. These are things that you've desired. And like our first card here from the Unknown Oracle, we have the wish fulfillment. They're falling upon you. Your wishes are being granted. So the things that maybe once you only dreamt of are now going to be coming towards you. Opportunities arising to help you make those things a reality. Okay, card 27. So we've got exchanging gifts here. Now, first of all, when Spirit showed this card, they were telling me you had to get out of your comfort zone. You had to get out of your box, okay? We all have a boundary of what feels comfortable and our limitations, it's time to reassess that and start stepping outside of it, okay? Now, there's going to be a helping hand from somebody possibly that you didn't expect, or somebody who comes in as a connection who possibly wouldn't be someone that you would have looked to in the past, okay? So unexpected energy. It might be somebody who doesn't fit the mold, but this is a good thing. We're looking for change. So we need to change the input to change our output. You need to change your actions and your ways of thinking in order to change your reality. Okay, so step out of that comfort box. Now, something unexpected, it could be a gift of some sort. I'm thinking like a jack in a box, something you didn't know was coming, but it brings excitement, it brings adventure, and it may even bring a little bit of extra money that you weren't expecting. Maybe there's a bill that doesn't actually come out this month, or maybe it's a bit less than you thought it might be. Okay, but these beautiful blessings are coming to you. We've got the exchanging gifts and blessing card, one on top of the other, and that really showing that we are moving into a time of abundance. Okay, more things coming, health, wealth, happiness, love, all those things coming towards you. You just need to become a magnet to them by trusting that you deserve them, trusting that they will come at the right time. Here we have again, we have one star in this image showing us that wish fulfillment. In fact, there's two I can see. Wish fulfillment coming. Spirit have definitely got your back here, okay? But time to step out of the shade as well. If you have kept yourself small, maybe you haven't felt confident enough to take that opportunity, to take that promotion, to maybe step forward and voice your opinion. Now is the time to start doing that, okay? Now, the lady here in the box is wearing a mask. Now, there is a sense of, in all areas of our life, we have to be a chameleon, we have to fit in, we have to adapt, and we have to be flexible, but ensuring that we are not losing our identity and we're not hiding behind a mask anymore. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. We can see the progress here from our thinking mind to our planning stage, and then we're actually going to take this action. Okay, and she is going to soar. Be graceful. Be deliberate with what you do. This is going to take discipline. I'm being shown a ballerina. The discipline involved in creating that flow and that movement. This is what we need to do. Stay disciplined, stay graceful, but don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Now, I, for whatever reason, chose to put this card down here, so I'm going to read it in this position. It's sitting on top of the Never-Ending Story cards, and actually, if you look at the colours, there's a real synchronicity there of energy, and there is doubt. Possibly it comes from past experiences, maybe it comes from having very high expectations for yourself, or that maybe others place high expectations on you. And also if you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, family, bills, and maybe you have already made plans that you feel you need to, that you've committed to, and you feel you should stay with them. But there is detachment that's needed here. And that's how we survive the past hurts, the past pain, and we can let go of doubt, and we can let go of the things that no longer serve us, okay? We need to realise that each stage of our life, that we are no longer attached to our past. We can learn from it, of course, and it's what helped us get to the point we are today. So there's always gratitude for the person we were and the experiences we had, even if they were hard, even if they were heavy, and even if sometimes we felt that we would collapse under their weight. But it's letting go and finding a way forwards so that we can leave that storm behind. Our first card had this storm leaving, and we have this new opportunity, even though it might feel a bit overwhelming, but it's time to take our guard down, okay? We've learned from our past, we have life experience. Those things that are painful often help us so that we don't repeat those cycles. But don't keep a barrier up, don't put obstacles in the way of new opportunities because you're afraid to try again, or you're afraid to try a different direction. There is this reminder here to look up and see what the truth is. Often, the truth when we look at it is never as scary as the thoughts about it in our head. So there is something about take that shield down, really see, maybe it's seeing ourselves, seeing any places where we need to heal, any past hurts, and also where we can let go. Letting go of old relationships, guilt, shame. Let go of the things that hurt, okay? Just know that that hurt taught you something. See all the lesson it taught you, and then you can see why you needed the lesson and how you can progress now that you have that experience, okay? So definitely something about hold your head up high, let go of anything that causes you grief or pain. Now, for some of you here, there is several elements of grief in the reading. So it may be that you've recently lost a loved one. It could be that there's an anniversary coming up. It could be the breakdown of relationships, friendships, connections. And there is a period of mourning and a period of pain. And sometimes it's a habit where we no longer have that person to contact. We don't have that person to confide in and to share energy with. But there is definitely an ending to that pain, or a shifting of that pain. As we know, grief never really goes away, but we learn to ride that storm out. We learn to navigate those highs and lows and those pains as they come. But the peace lily here showing us that this is easing, okay? And time, it's an awful cliche, but time is a healer, and it does lessen the impact of that grief and those highs and lows over time. Doesn't mean to say they don't still come, but it just lessens how far you're falling each time into that painful reminder. Now we have the king here. The king is about learning lessons. He is at the head of the tarot, and he has mastered everything he needs to. And the king of hearts has mastered his emotions. And that doesn't mean we don't feel them. It just means we learn to navigate them. We learn to find positives, and we learn how to utilize that as a positive thing to drive us forward, and also to give us that knowledge and that experience to know that we can deal with things better next time. Okay, so now we're going to move to the never-ending story. For somebody, they're worrying that time is running out, and Spirit have just said to me that the sands of time are all relative, okay? So it might feel that the sands are running away from you, but they will slow, okay? There are these ebbs and flows, just like with grief, that coming and going. We go through periods of life where we feel like we are possibly going to miss out, or is it too late for us as we're aging, particularly in relationships and love, and with our looks and our body, and we think, am I wasting the best years here? But just look for enjoyment, look for pleasure in the moment. Try not to look to what might happen in the future or what you may have lost, and actually focus in right now and find joy and pleasure. It can be the simplest things. It can be going for a walk. It can be time with your family. It can be doing something you really love. For those of us who have careers and do jobs where there is so much enjoyment, just do more of that. Whatever it is that fills you with joy, fills you with confidence, and makes you feel worthy, makes you feel good. This is what we're meant to have in life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Now, this never-ending story as well, I'm getting a message of something repeating. Are you going through cycles? Is something repeating itself? Have you been here before? Again, this could be relationships, it could be career, it could just be your emotions. Highs and lows. 1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're spiraling into despair. So these ebbs and flows, like the sand of time, nothing stays the same for long. Think about the egg timer turning it on its head. At some point, when the sands run out, you will turn it over and you begin again. So we have these new beginnings, okay? Nothing stays the same forever. There is now an element here of love. We have this love heart in the middle, and the arrow. What direction do you take in love? Remember, there's self-love. Very much self-love here. The girl with the mirror, and she has her head in her hands. And we all have those moments of self-doubt or self-loathing, or we struggle with our image. But just know that even that will pass, okay? And look for the positives. Doesn't matter how small they are, start noticing those small things first, those small details. What do you love about yourself, or your connection to others, or your job? Find the smallest things first, and you'll very quickly, that's what you'll see more of. The more we devote our mind to positive things and positive interactions and happy thoughts and joy, the more we will bring in. Our mind is a very clever tool. It will look for the things you pay attention to. So the more you see it, the more your brain will look for it, and it will just keep coming to you. You become a magnet for those good thoughts. Okay, my loves. So we're going to move over now to the tarot, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And again, it's a card showing us where cycles are completing, okay? And as it states, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing us good beginnings, okay? So we're going to have endings and then good beginnings, okay, my loves? So again, more opportunities coming. Doors are opening to you at the moment. Look for them. Don't be afraid to try a door that maybe you've tried to access before and it may have been locked. That doorway may now have opened. You may have got to the right point in life where this is now the way forward. So don't give up on things that you've tried previously and you may have had an obstacle. It doesn't mean to say that it's never for you. It just might not have been the right time, or maybe there is a different route to get to that goal. Now, we have this element of reading here. Now, this particular card, usually it has the Torah, the Jewish Torah, but for me, I'm just getting knowledge. This is a real time, I think, for learning for people. You are gaining knowledge. Maybe you're thirsty to learn more. Are you trying to express yourself? Are you trying to expand your knowledge in certain areas? I'm getting lots of career here at the moment, people who are stepping into new careers, or they're expanding a current career, and now is a time to take on maybe a new skill, or to develop a skill that you've had. Okay, so keep pushing yourself forward. Know that you are like a sponge. You are going to continue to learn. You're going to continue to grow. And this is a real time of taking that moment, particularly if you're being held. If you're being kept in a waiting room, the perfect thing to do is to pick up a book. Okay, so if you're in a period of hibernation where you're not progressing forward, take this opportunity, take this quiet time to learn a new skill, to read the book. Okay, whatever it is you need to know, there's something that will be written for you to be taking on board. It's going to help you with your development, for your route forwards. For some of you, I keep seeing Egypt, and here I'm seeing the Sphinx. I don't know why that's relevant. That could be a really personal message for some of you about travel to Egypt. Maybe it's learning more about Egypt, or there's something around Egyptology or ancient Egypt which you need to look at the moment. So if you're being drawn to it, then I would say have a look. Now, this card is numbered number 10. 10 in the tarot does signify endings, and we have 2 10s here. So definitely something is coming to an end or has just come to an end. And it may be that something has gone and the new opportunity hasn't arisen yet. So you are in this no zone, you know, this area of nothingness, okay? A bit like the never-ending story. I don't know if you know the never-ending story, if you're as old as I am. Then you have the nothing that came and engulfed everything. If you're in this period where it feels like nothing's happening, you're not moving forwards, you aren't getting opportunities, and there could be a sense of a bit of loneliness actually, because we've got all these people alone. Just know it is because you haven't just quite shifted into this next period yet. The sands are still running, okay? It's divine timing. There's a reason you are on hold. You've been paused. So something will unstick the pause button and get things shifting again for you, but it will be at the right time. And it will be when clarity comes. We've got the clouds here. So there's something you're not quite seeing clearly yet. You can't see the way ahead maybe, but once those clouds shift and clear, that's going to give you the green light to go. And actually, as I'm saying the green light to go, I'm seeing that as a red traffic light, and it's moving to amber. Look, we've got red into amber, and then you're going to get to green. You will know when to go. It will feel right. Trust your instincts. Now, Tower card. The Tower card always looks very dramatic, and it can be, but it doesn't have to be. The Tower comes about when we have built certain situations, experiences, careers, and there wasn't a solid foundation, okay? If the foundations weren't right, if this isn't the right route, Spirit will always come and clear that away. It's like weeding your garden. They will remove the things that no longer serve you, that hold you back, that aren't helping you progress, and they're not the things really you desire. Now, we can't always see that for ourselves. It's not always clear, but we just have to trust that if things are falling away, it's because it's making space for newness, for the right thing to come in, okay? Now, it may be that There's yourself or maybe others that have felt injury or pain in the process of this clearing. But just know it is making way for you to create the life that you desire. Okay, so as things fall away, try not to cling on to them too tightly. You need to try and let them fall away naturally as they should, because then you will find that if you align yourself, like we said before, you'll become a magnet for the things that are right. Okay, so this mourning period could be that you have lost things in life. It could be that you have lost a job, lost a loved one, maybe a relationship has fallen apart, maybe your career, maybe you've lost money, but it's all making way for you. We have this clouding again, so you might not see clearly right now why this devastation had to happen. And it does feel like this could have been quite a painful period or a very difficult period, okay? But again, take time to rest before you take that next step, okay? You're going to know when it's coming. But this could have felt quite dramatic. Sometimes when we hold on to something too tightly, it's like it has to be pulled from our grasp, okay? So for those of you who maybe allow things to fall away naturally and think, no, this is the right thing, it's time to go, this may not have felt quite as painful, or you didn't feel a physical detachment. It may have just drifted away slowly, okay? A bit like autumn where the leaves drop naturally. If we try and hold on to things too tightly, then that wind is going to come in and strip them away. It becomes a lot more difficult. So let go of those things that feel heavy, that feel like a burden, that you're fighting for. It shouldn't feel difficult. It shouldn't feel like a struggle, okay? So allow that clearing. Now we've got the Magician and the High Priestess here together. Both are to do with new beginnings. And as you can see, we have the 10 things falling away, and then we go into the 1, and then we have 2 2s. Okay, my loves. Now, this to me is 1111. If you're seeing 1111 on the clock, I know it's one Spirit love to show us. But if you're seeing it repeatedly at the moment, really keep an eye out for it, because it's showing me where you are in your progress. It's showing me that all of this has happened. If you're seeing 1111, these new opportunities are literally about to knock on the door for you, my love. Okay, so our Magician. The Magician is the creator. He is the first card in the tarot after the Fall. And he uses all the elements in nature. He uses his life experience. He uses his knowledge. He uses his intuition, okay? And he creates the life he desires. As above, so below. Everything is balanced, okay? Everything is going to come into alignment for you. And suddenly you'll realise, oh my God, things just feel easier. Having gone from this difficult energy here, this ending, you are going to find that things are in flow and that you literally feel like you're in the groove. It's almost like if you are, I don't know why ice skating came to mind, but when you just get into that groove and there's a smooth gliding, it doesn't feel like there's any effort needed here. It's just very peaceful with the doves and these lilies, very peaceful, but also the Magician brings passion, all the red and the roses. Passion, love, desire, okay? All the things in your life that make you feel fulfilled, that fill you with passion and a burning desire to follow them. Doesn't matter if it's a hobby, a career, a relationship, the Magician is here to get you in that flow. If we see, we've got the infinity symbol there. It is just effortless flow, okay, my loves? So you are creating the life that you desire, okay? And we've got things that are difficult have fallen away, and we are using all of the elements to bring in balance back into our life. Now, we've got the High Priestess and the Magician here, so we've also got this element of male and female, masculine and feminine energy. Now, we all possess both masculine and feminine energy, just in different ratios, different balance, but we need both. Okay, so here is a reminder, the fact we've got both cards and then we have the card that has the male and female on there. We are being shown we really need to balance all of the energies that we give the umbrella term of masculine, and the same with the feminine. Okay, so we want to be logical, we want to be methodical, we want to problem solve, but we also need to listen to our intuition. We need to be kind and nurture ourselves and others. Okay, we need to be in touch with our emotions, but we don't want our emotions to get the better of us. There's a beautiful balance going on for us in June. Now, my loves, the High Priestess is someone who is very in touch with her intuition. She will follow her gut instinct, but she also has the knowledge. Here she's got a scroll. So she's going to combine her wisdom, all the things she's learnt, with her intuition. She's very much guided by the moon, and the moon is a feminine energy, okay? And it's also a very clear connection to spirit, our spiritual realm. Let your guides show you the way. We have very much balance here with the black and white pillars, and she sits between two pillars, as do the couple in the Two of Wands. They're between two wands. This is the 11 and the 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, okay? Very balanced, new beginnings, okay? She has a lot of authority, but she holds the keys herself. You hold the key. You have the answers. They are deep within you, but follow your gut. Ask yourself, what do I need? What's the way forward? And then follow that, okay? Now, her dress here spilling out like emotions. This could lead you, when you step into this creative role and you're following your intuition and your gut feeling, and you're trying to get to open these new doors because you've got the keys to open them, this might actually bring emotions to the surface, okay? Now, as we navigate into new things and we let go of the old, we feel that things have to break free. They have to be loosened up. Allow those emotions to come, okay? Don't let them overtake you. Try not to let them rule your decisions. Try not to let them to bring fear or overthinking. Try not to let them bring anxiety, but notice them. Why am I anxious about this? What can I do to overcome that? Okay, so we feel the emotion and then we use this male logic. I don't mean gender, I just mean energy. We're using this logic and methodical steps to navigate the emotions. Okay, so bring those two elements, those two energies together, and you will be unstoppable. Now, again, there is going to be, when these emotions come up and we are creating this new life, there are going to be things that fall away. There are going to be things that have to be left in the past. Now, the Ten of Swords is often overthinking. It's where all our thoughts gather and they can tell us every reason why we shouldn't do something, rather than being positive and pushing us towards our dreams and our desires. And we've got that darkness being shown in the clouds there. But this is being pushed out and we have the light. See the positive. Try not to let those negative thoughts creep in and stop you from creating that life. Okay, my loves? Now, the other message with the Ten of Swords is where somebody has been wounded. Often they've been betrayed by those that they love and those closest to them. It's being stabbed in the back often, but we are wounded, but it's not an end to us, okay? It may have felt like it. We may have felt like giving up. We might have felt that we couldn't carry on, but this showing us there is no blood here from the wounds, and we are in a rest position rather than a death position. This isn't this is a completion. This is an ending of the old ways, old thoughts, old relationships, old betrayals, past energy. It's letting it go. Allow that to lift so that you can create this life. But these new beginnings may make these feelings surface, and it's because you're ready to deal with them. Okay, so let them come. We've got people here aiding you. Turn to those you love. Turn to those that you can trust. Okay, be discerning. Use your life experience. Who is it that I can turn to and say, I'm really struggling? This is coming up. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe you need to do a bit of journaling or meditation, or go and have some sort of release therapy. Okay, so there's things to be released and let go of. Don't hold on to those old thoughts. They need to go now. That's in the past. Now we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is where we have sometimes decisions to make to weigh things up, but we are being shown by the universe. We have the whole world in our palm, okay? It's yours for the taking. Now, somebody may come in to help you with that. This could be a new relationship, someone coming in, a new connection maybe. It could be in business. It could be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family member, someone stepping in to help you. It's very balanced. Whatever this is, it's somebody who balances your energy, but they also bring an opportunity. and you must be ready to accept it, okay? Accept it with open arms, Spirit is saying. But you're standing in between. So you're in the middle of something. Maybe you haven't quite made the decision, maybe you haven't quite stepped towards it yet. But this waiting for something to come in, it's almost like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Okay, so the good things are coming, you've just got to wait for them. But when they arrive, know that you're worthy, know that you're ready to accept them and accept the new connections that come in. If they feel right, if it feels like it's bringing you good opportunities, positive things, then open your arms, open your heart to those things, okay? You can always turn your back on things if you need to, but if you don't open up to them in the first place, you're never going to know if it's the right thing for you. And there is something here about trusting that. Let those old fears go and trust. And it's very difficult, particularly if you have been hurt in the past, but trusting that the universe is bringing you things now. You've gone through the chaotic era in your life, and the universe is now bringing you new opportunities for you to start making that peace, make that peaceful transition into the life that you desire and you dream of. Now we've got this very lovely red here showing grounding. Stay balanced, stay grounded, okay? Try not to let yourself get carried away. Another reminder not to let our emotions take over. Don't get carried away, stay grounded, stay firm. Keep your boundaries in place with the wands. But allow yourself to be passionate, allow yourself to accept things and look to the future. Open up to those things coming towards you. Now, the thing coming towards you is dressed in green. And now this is our heart. So something coming towards you with love, with grace. So when you feel that and it feels right in your heart, in your gut, then that is your, again, green light to go. Now, our final cards here, we have the identity dissolves before rebirth begins. Again, we've got this couple. So for some of you, there could be a new relationship beginning, or it could be a deepening of an existing relationship. For some of you, it will be this letting go of the past. Is there a past relationship that's still painful? Is there a connection that you're still energetically involved with that needs to be cleansed? We've got the girl in the water. Now, this is really symbolic of letting go of anything that no longer serves us. There's a beautiful waterfall meditation of literally releasing and allowing things to flow away that you don't need to hang on to anymore. So this rebirth will begin when you can let go of those old thoughts, those old feelings, those old fears, patterns of behavior. And it's like coming up for air. So I feel like in June, if it's felt like you've been drowning or treading water, you are about to come up for air. You are going to emerge cleansed and reborn. Okay, this new beginning here is being shown really, really clearly. And it's beautiful in any reading when you have endings like the 10 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, that right in between them, we have these new beginnings, this new future setting up for you. Now we've got the numbing faded, reality stepped in. Again, allow things to thaw. Your emotions you may have held on to them tightly, pushed them down in order to survive. We've all done this, but at some point they have to resurface. We have to feel them. But look, it feels like it's going to be hard work to hang on to that ice cube, but as it melts, it just very easily slips through your fingers. Allow it to rise. It will only happen when you're ready to work on it, to see it, to feel it, and then let it go. But literally let those old difficult feelings from your old reality begin to fade. Let them melt away into the past where they belong, and the only thing you need to hold on to are the lessons that you gained, the wisdom that was earned through those situations. Okay, whether that's from your childhood, past relationships, past experiences, or even just old patterns. Have you been stuck in old cycles? And we need to move out from them now. Now, my loves, I'm just going to pull some spirit messages for you to end the reading. So if you have a question that you want an answer to, or there's something that you're waiting on, a decision, then think about that just for now, and we will see what Spirit has to say to you. I'm going to take those two as well because they're falling. Okay, my lovelies, we have Spirit is working with you. Absolutely feel that through this collective reading. They are there guiding you, they have held you, and they are trying to assist you in this period of waiting for those new beginnings. But those new beginnings are definitely on their way. We have, there is not enough confidence to fuel the situation. If you don't have enough belief, if you don't have enough energy and trust in a situation, then it's not going to proceed. And maybe that's because it's not meant to, okay? So are you giving it enough energy? Are you giving it enough focus? If not, there will be a reason. Maybe it doesn't align with you. So channel the energy of the next moon phase. So have a look for the next phases, for the new moon or waxing, waning, whatever you're drawn to, and use that energy. Look at the meanings of the energy of the moon. So a full moon is all about completion and ending. So if you want to let go of things, it's a wonderful moon to use with a ceremony of some sort to let go and release. New moons are about new opportunities coming in. Okay, so again, looking to those phases and utilizing them. Use their energy to help you visualize your future. Visualization is so powerful. Our imagination really is the power pack behind us to help us push forward to achieve our goals. So taking a break will allow you to recharge. So a lot of you, that's come through in your reading about a waiting phase. So use this to recharge your batteries. Use it to work on yourself. Use it to learn whatever feels right to you at the moment, but take that chance to rest, because once this momentum builds and your new opportunity comes in, you're going to have to be on full power. Okay, you're going to be on top speed. Now is not the time. So if you've been trying to pursue something and you can't understand why it's not working, why is it not moving? Why have I got all these blocks and obstacles coming up? It's because it's not the right time. Okay, just like that never-ending story. The sands of time are governed by spirit, the universe. And when it's the wrong time, you are literally trying to fight against the current. It's like trying to head back up the wrong way on the stream. Okay, it's going to be a battle. If you go with the flow and you lift your feet up and allow the current to take you, trust your inner wisdom, trust your intuition, trust the signs and symbols you're getting around you, you will see that green light. Okay, but at the moment, it's stuck on red. For some reason, now is not the time for a project or a relationship or a new job or a new home. Something is holding you back at the moment, okay? So take your time to recharge whilst you're being held. Maybe you have to look at something from a new perspective, from a new angle. Are there other ways to overcome? And if it's still a no, then maybe it's just not the right thing for you, my love. So that was your June collective reading. Obviously, those messages will be relevant to some of you. Some of those messages might not relate to you at all. So just take anything that you feel is meant for you, because anything else will be for somebody else. Okay. And if the whole reading feels very personal, then this is just a very clear message from Spirit that you are on the right track. Now, today, interestingly enough, I chose to use my green man with his knowledge, his scroll. And that has come through a lot in this reading about really using your wise old head. No matter your age, we all have wisdom. Use that, and your magic, because I've just been shown these gorgeous toadstools. Remind me something like from Enid Blyton. So use that magic, find it in every day. I also used a piece of selenite, which is great for charging crystals, charging ourselves, clearing away old energy. So lovely that both of those energies have come through in our cards and also in the astrology, actually. So my loves, enjoy the rest of June. I hope it treats you kindly, and I can't wait to hear about some of those new opportunities and those new beginnings that are coming in for you. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you very soon.